Greetings.
Hi.
Are you troubled by strange noises in the middle of the night?
Always.
If the answer is yes, then you need the Ghostbusters. Or something like that. Thank you for watching this video, whether you are a new or returning viewer or subscriber. We really appreciate you spending some time with us. And if you like this video, or you like other videos, or you think we're entertaining hosts, please be sure to
like and subscribe.
Really appreciate it. Having said that, you're here to watch us react to the, I believe, second trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife. Now, I have had a few things kind of spoiled for me from this trailer. I don't think she has. Well, I hope she hasn't. But
I don't know anything.
People were talking all over social media as soon as this trailer went up, and I saw a few things. My reaction will be honest for the viewing, but there's a couple of big visuals that I've already had spoiled for me, which sucks. But it's the age we live in. It's almost unavoidable at this point because we're a little late to this. But we figured people would, seem to enjoy watching us react to trailers, so we figured we would do these because we're excited for all these films and shows. Little background, we both really, really, really love Paul Rudd. And I remember the first time I saw him was in Halloween 6. Michael! And she really loves Ghostbusters.
Yes, it's easily one of my favorite films, probably top 10 of all time. I will never get over seeing The Librarian for the first time and being absolutely terrified. And then the Gozer dogs later on, the hands coming up out of the couch, scarred me for life.
What do you think of Ghostbusters 2?
Well, I know what he thinks of Ghostbusters 2. I love Ghostbusters 2. Vigo, the Carpathian. Vigo's terrifying. That was another character that absolutely terrified me as a kid. Still freaks me out to this day. And the guy in the museum, when he's walking down the hall and his eyes turn red, absolutely terrifying. I love that movie for what it is. I never really thought about the plot issues like we have discussed in great detail.
I remember the painting, and I remember Vigo. I don't really remember like the guy walking down the hallway with his eyes turning red because I've only seen Ghostbusters 2 like maybe 4 times. I'm not a huge fan of the film. I think it has a lot of problems, and it felt to me, even when I saw it in 1989, it just felt like a cash grab to me. It wasn't as fun to me as the first Ghostbusters. Even at that age, it felt so like we need these people to be in this position, so now this is what they do. Like Dana is all of a sudden an art historian or whatever she is instead of being a cellist, and I'm like, she played for the New York Phil. Like, if you get a cello position in the New York Phil, you don't just change careers when you're 30 or whatever, however old she was. Like, she would be there for life. That's one of the greatest music posts in the world. So I could be wrong. Maybe they, and if I am, I have no problem admitting I'm wrong. I have not seen that film many times. Like I said, maybe there's a line in the film where she's like, oh, this is my part-time job. Or in the off season from the New York Phil, I now do art history or whatever. But it just, I don't know. It just felt so that, and now Janine is now in love with Rick Moranis instead of Egon. I was like, oh, come on. Like, she clearly was head over heels for Egon in the first film. Why would that have changed? If anything, him helping save the world would have made him like, oh, Egon, you're so brave. And, I feel it just, everything felt really like, now they need to be a couple because plot, and she needs to do this because plot. And it was like, or, you could make a sequel that makes sense. I know there's a lot of controversy about this film. There are fans who are super excited. There are fans who are really hating it from what they've seen so far.
I don't know anything.
I don't really get that. I mean, maybe if I went back and watched Ghostbusters 2 now, I'd be like, oh yeah, it's fun. Because I've lightened up in that regard as I've aged. When I was a kid, it was like, no, this doesn't make any sense and that's stupid. But I don't know. Maybe now that I'm older, I'd be like, okay, it's fun. But I'm glad people enjoy Ghostbusters 2. I'm glad that there are people that enjoy it. Having said that,
let's watch it.
No, we're watching the trailer for Ghostbusters Afterlife.
And then Ghostbusters 2.
Maybe. The music.
He has great hair.
You look good. Strawberry, red velvet,
That looks like a Walmart.
Walmart.
blue velvet.
Marshmallows.
See the package?
Yeah. Oh my god!
Look at the one dying! Okay.
That looks awesome. I'm super stoked. That little mini Puffs trailer. Oh my god, that was hilarious. And they were super cute.
See, that's the thing, of course, there's always got to be controversy in the geek nerd world, and there's always got to be warring factions, and like, there's one group of people that are like, oh my god, they're adorable, and they're so cute, and this, that, and the other, which they are. And then there's another group that's like, whoa, now they made the Stay Puft a cute little thing, and everything's got to be ruined, and this, that, and the other. And this film is really creating a lot of controversy, which, fine, I get it. People have opinions, and people are very passionate about the things they love, as I am, as she is, as we both are. But it's like, just take it down just a tiny notch, like, because I've seen a lot of posts on social media in regards, that's the thing, I had seen the little Stay Puft guy, and so I was like, oh my god, that's kind of adorable. In the comments, it's like just people just going at each other, and it's like, you guys are like cursing each other out over a little CGI marshmallow thing in a movie. Like,
maybe just give it a chance.
It's really not worth that. And that's the other thing. It's like,
you haven't even seen it
you
yet.
haven't seen the film. Like, it might be amazing. It could suck too, sure.
Right.
But I want to give it a chance. I will say the one thing that I was a little bummed about, even though it's not a big deal, I really wish that the ghost had been doing, I can't do it with this hand, but I wish he had been doing a 3. You know how the ghost is coming out of the like little crossbar thing like this?
Yes.
I wish one of his hands would have been doing this.
Gotcha.
Because they did that for the sequel, which I was like, oh, that's clever.
Right.
And it's not a big deal. It's not like I hate it or like, I'm not going to see it because of that. But I just think it would have been cool to acknowledge that it is Ghostbusters 3, because they're not putting a 3 in the title. They're calling it Afterlife because, you know, nowadays marketing has decided you can't put a number on a sequel, otherwise people won't go see it, which is complete and total bullshit. People are going to go anyway if they're interested. They don't care if it's the 10th or the 17th or the 3rd. If they like the franchise, they're going to go see it. And those who aren't interested in the franchise, they're not going to be convinced just because you didn't put a number on the title.
Right.
Like, they started doing that in the early 90s and the late 80s. And it was just like, can you just call it 2, 3, or part 2 or part 3? Like, everybody knows what it actually is. You're not really fooling anybody, but the infinite wisdom of Hollywood marketing has decided that no more numbers, it's all subtitles now, or just call it the same thing it was before. Halloween. Okay, now we have 3 Halloweens.
Right.
Genius thinking. So anyway, I'm excited. Paul Rudd is great. The face he makes, you know, when he sees the little dude.
Yeah.
That's Paul Rudd. He's great. Very expressive, good actor, and I think he just gets better and better with age in terms of his acting.
Yeah.
There's a show on Netflix called Living With Yourself that he's in that I think is just extraordinary.
Yes.
I think his performance in that show is really, really, really great.
Yeah.
And I really hope they make another season of that because I was just hooked.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's our reaction to Ghostbusters Afterlife Trailer 2. She's clearly very excited.
I am super stoked.
I foresee a mini Stay Puft in our future.
Yeah.
Somewhere in this household. I'm sure there will be one. Thank you for watching. We will be back with more reactions and more, hopefully we think for sure, fun stuff.
Yeah.
In the future. So please come back and join us again. And remember, if you have problems in your house, strange noises, or if you feel eerie feelings, or you just are scared by that bump in the night, who are you going to call?
Ghostbusters!
Or something like that. Bye.
Bye.
Wait, what's the line from the film?
Who are you going to call?
No. Yeah, that's it. I can't remember who you're gonna call. The line that's spoken 87 times in the song, which I've heard probably 97,000 times in my life. That's what I can't remember. Go kill that.
I'll get that.
53. That. There's a dog barking in the.
And a woman shouting. We'll wait.